Hello YouTube, this is TeoPrice667, and we are back with the week 4, I believe, of the LTM. This week we're going up against Keegan and his Olympique Flygon. So Keegan is a good friend of mine, great guy, a good battler as well, so definitely going to be a fun one versus him. I think we've drafted like some of our archetype teams, as in, like I said earlier, we both struggle with ground types. Once our grass type's Terra, so it's going to be a fun one for the both of us. But going into it, starting out here, we have our Feraligatr. He is of course, the Sheer Force Life Force set. I didn't forget Sheer Force this week. I did last week. He's rocking Dragon Dance, Earthquake, Liquidation, and Crunch. He's rocking enough speed to where I am able to outspeed -1 speed Salazzle, which is the fastest mon on my opponent's team, and is just Dragon Dance up so that anything with a Choice Scarf after being affected by Sticky Webs will be slower, so that I can just start dealing a bunch of damage with like Earthquake, Liquidation, and Crunch. The combination of those three specifically are able to hit everything on my opponent's team really well. Next we have Palossand. As Palossand's rocking just the normal good old Stealth Rock, Scorching Sand, Shadow Ball, and Shore Up, is a defensive set, rocking the Rocky Helmet. Pretty much almost really good, a high defense investment, some special attack investment as well to deal some good damage, and a high HP investment. Is just here to just tank hits from stuff maybe like Okidogi or Tauros or Physical Regidrago, or even Crocodile a little bit, not much on Crocodile though, as it is able just to click Dark Moves versus me, deal a good amount of damage. So, but it is able to like tank some hits in the beginning fairly well, and just deal good damage back with Scorching Sands plus Shadow Ball, as my opponent doesn't really have any way to take that on. So that's kind of what it's here for. Next, we have the Klefki, rocking Magnet Rise, Dazzling Gleam, Spikes, and Foul Play. I originally wanted to bring a screen set, but I found out that I think Magnet Rise Klefki actually works better here, as it can take on stuff like Crocodile that's like scarfed into Earthquake, or Tauros that like wants to click Earthquake over Fire Blast versus me, that sort of thing. So it's just anything that is like maybe wants to click a ground move, it won't be able to once I just Magnet Rise, and then like it can force Crocodile out that way. I can get up Spikes versus my opponent as I am forcing switches. And then I'm also rocking Red Card, as in case like the Iron Leaves comes in early with like a booster speed, I want to force it out as quickly as possible. So Red Card kind of just takes a hit and then forces my opponent out. If it is like Terra Ground Iron Leaves, I can also Magnet Rise on it, just so it can't like hit me really hard with like Terra Ground move. So that'll be pretty huge as well. Next we have Entei. Entei is rocking the Heavy Duty Boots with Sacred Fire, Crunch, Extra Sentry, and Extreme Speed. It is actually a minus defense nature. It does have a little bit of special attack investment, to the point where Sacred Fire plus Extra Sensory is able to take out most Okidogis after a Spikes damage. So, as I have like, I think max bulk on either defense or special defense. Otherwise, Okidogi will go down to the combination of Sacred Fire plus Extra Sensory, which is kind of what the hope is here, that like if it does want to come in as like a bulky like physical check for, and like be like a bulk up set, I can like shock it with like, I can like scare it with like Extra Sensory and be able to take it out. Next we have a Scarf Galvantula. So I was kind of in my mind between Sash and Scarf here. I think I ended up going Scarf in case of like taunt faster mons, like maybe it's like booster speed, taunt Iron Leaves, or just taunt Salazzle, which is faster than Galvantula naturally. So I just want to get Sticky Webs up, because my opponent does not have removal. They do have a competitive Empoleon, so I do need to be a little bit weary about that. But otherwise, they don't really have ways to... They don't have like anything that can get rid of Sticky Webs. So once it's up, it's just there forever. Next we have Shaman. and the Shaman is a Terra Fairy set with Earth Power, Dazzling Gleam, Sea Flare, and Synthesis. So I want to Terra Fairy specifically for like Regidrago in case it ever like gets out of hand with just like its ability plus just spamming dragon moves versus me, because I don't want my Klefki to be taking on Regidrago specifically. I want it to be taking on other mons like Crocodile or Iron Leaves. So I need a way to like handle Regidrago. So I should be good with that, and so we're just going to be a Terra Fairy set. Once we Terra Fairy, Regidrago doesn't really have an amazing way of hitting Shaman, and then we can just start spamming Dazzling Gleam, Seed Flares, Earth Powers. So even if Empoleon is competitive, it's not going to be able to, once it tank a Seed Flare and then like drop the -2 Spadef into having to take an Earth Power. It'll be able to like even like 2 Seed Flares in a row once like the spit outside of like maybe like Assault Vest sets. Once the Spadef drop is there, Shaman's able to power through. So that's pretty huge. So yeah, that is the team. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll catch y'all once about. Alright, we are connected with our opponent Keegan here, see what they want to bring. So they are bringing the Salazzle, the Uxie, the Regidrago, the Empoleon, the Crocodile, and the Iron Leaves. So I think, as I've stated before, I think my lead is always just Galvantula and try to get webs up. Yep, that is the plan. Big issue is, like, where do I go once I get the webs up? Versus the Salazzle, if he leads Salazzle. I think Salazzle is his best lead, honestly. As, like, nothing on my team wants to take on Salazzle at all. I think, I might need to, like, sack my Galvantula or whatever versus it. But, yeah. Alright, good luck, have fun to my opponent. Let's get this started. He is Terra Electric Iron Leaves, as he told me. Orban, that is the Salazzle. Yep, that's what I suspected. I lead Galvantula. And I should be faster. So I'm gonna get my webs up. Fake out, okay. That's fine. He doesn't know that I'm not Sash, and I'm just Scarf, so I get my webs up here. For free. So he faked out, like, breaking Sash, potential Sash, and, like, trying to kill me with Flamethrower or whatever. But I am Scarfington. So I get my webs up. Alright, yep. Galvantula goes down. Now, this isn't a, oh, whatever. What's it called? I don't know if I want to go into... I'm kind of curious. How much does Salazzle do to Palisand? Okay, it's definitely to a KO, I think. Honestly, I could just go into Bork. I think I'll do that instead. I think I'll go Entei here. And scare it out with, like, a Stomping Tantrum or whatever. Let's see, what would he want to go into? Either way, I think I'm just going to Crunch. Okay, he withdraws. Let's go into here. Toliso. That's the Regidrago. Alright. Okay, it's a bulky Regidrago, because that did 0. I mean, I do have a Shaman that I brought specifically for Regidrago, so I think I'm going to go Shaman now. It does click Earth Power. That was a crit. That did 0. I think I'm just going to Terra into Seed Flare. Because there is no reason for him to stay in. Because Earth Power does 0 to me. He could go in Poleon and like get the get a competitive boost from the sticky webs, but he also takes a Seed Flare. So he will need to be worried about that. So my Entei did like very little to this. He goes to Lazar. I almost Earth Powered. If I Earth Powered, that would be huge. But I just tear it into clicking Seed Flare. Shaman. Yeah, Sledge the Wave does up to 330. I live most hits. I think what I do though is I just go into Kid's Nightmare. I want to get rocks up as quickly as possible, so that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, this should bounce. Yeah. I'm gonna get my rocks up here as they pivot out. They do withdraw. What do they go into? Lacazette. Is that the... That's the Crook. Is he Intimidate? Yeah, okay. You get rocks up? I'm gonna go Shaman, I think. And then I'm going to click, I think, Earth Power. I think that'd be huge. He could just click Earthquake and put me in a really awkward position, because it will do a lot to Shaman, and like kind of force me to Seed Flare. Gunk Shot. Oh, good click on his part. That's huge. I like that click. That was a really good click on his part, honestly. Unfortunate that I do go down. I am not about to go Klefki. He did lose speed, so I can just go into Draft League Player. And I'm just going to click Liquidation, because he is going to go into his Regidrago. Yep. Or Yuxi. Oh yeah, Yuxi. I didn't think about it. Am I about to take Rocky Helmet chip? No. Okay, he's not Rocky Helmet. I am switching out though. I don't know what this Yuxi is going to do, but I don't want to find out and stay in and find out. I think I go Palossand. I am getting to the position though where did that gunk just Oko? Was that a? I'm curious. Is that a bandit set then? Yeah, that had to be banded. Yeah, that was banded or just like an expert belt, but I think that's banded. He does get the competitive boost. So I do need to be wary about this. He did read me going to Palossand. I don't have a lot of speed on this Palossand, unfortunately. Do I just lose? I mean, I can still DD on this with for Alligator. I had to sack this though. I can't, there's no way around it. I had to sack this. He does have speed on it. Okay, so if he has no speed, I did have speed, but I had to sack there because I didn't have, he read the switch. Honestly, I think this was just, I didn't really have much for Scarf. Not Scarf, Boots Lazzle, hilariously enough. So that was just stupid on my part, I think. But, so what I have to do here is I have to go Entei. I mean, is there a way I beat this? No. I had to go Entei and put damage on it so that I can revenge with for Alligator. A good double on his part. Maybe I should have just stayed in Dragon Dance. I was afraid of like Thunder Wave or something though. He hard withdrawals. Okay. I do get the Sacred Fire off. And ironically, I think I'm just had to crunch. Okay. Do I switch now? No. What my play is here is crunching. Getting this low. Sacking off Entei. Unfortunate as it is. Do I go for Alligator and D-Dance on this? No, that's the thing. I want to get spikes up, I think. I think that's the big thing I want to do. I'm going to Magnet Rise. In case he stays in. Because if he stays in, I Magnet Rise and I get a free Spikes off. What I'm literally trying to do is I'm trying to get as much damage on the Iron Leaves as possible so that at +1, I should be able to do a crap ton with, yeah, so there's the Magnet Rise. Fire Fang. Dang. Alright, that sucks. Good bring on his part. So, I was red card specifically for Iron Leaves. He goes into Yuxi. That's actually fine. Because I want to get Spikes up here. They do a hard withdrawal. Do they go into Boyan? Toliso. They go right back into Red Chicago. I'm just going to click Spikes again, I think. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what can I set up on. Let's see, 2 Spikes plus Rocks. Does Crunch kill Terra Electric from there? Okay, that does have a good chance to kill. I think I'd just rather guarantee it with 3 Spikes. So that's all I'm going to do. Now I'm going to Dazzling Wing. Damn it. I lose. I don't have Thunderwave. I wish I had Thunderwave. If I had Thunderwave on this, I would have a chance, but I don't. He's boots, so unfortunately I just lose. Yeah, GG's to my opponent. Yeah. Even if I was Thunderwave, it wouldn't matter, because he's Terra Electric. Shoot. Alright, so this is what I need. I need for him to not kill. That's asking a lot. Even then, I don't think it matters because I'm pretty sure he's got priority on his team, and somewhere like maybe even like an Aqua Jet on his what's it called, his. Isn't pulling on. Yeah, it's not gonna matter. This is GG's. I just got wrecked. It's not much I can say there. I put way too much faith in hazard stacking my opponent, and it just didn't work out for me. So it is what it is. Yeah. Yep. That was a roll in my opponent's favor, of course, so it doesn't matter. But yeah. I just got wrecked. Not much else I can say there. I prepped very poorly. It was last second prep, and that was very evident. So, GG's to my opponent. Boots was a good bring on his part. I think he realized that he lost the hazard stack, so he did bring Boots on his Iron Leaves, which is pretty huge. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace.